Hi, my name's Amelia Freer and I'm here today with Hello Canada. So these are my mini carrot muffins. I have a chapter in the book called the Naughty Chapter because I know that everyone wants to have a treat now and then, and so I wanted to create healthier versions of some of the lovely, delicious things that we like to eat occasionally. But I called it the Naughty Chapter because I still think we need to understand that these things are treats and to be eaten occasionally, not just because they're healthy and good for you that you can eat them in abundance every day. The difference with these is all of the recipes in my book are gluten-free, dairy-free and refined sugar-free. It was in my early 20s, I was living in London. I suddenly, for the first time in my life, had access to fast food, convenience food, and I just thought it was amazing that I could buy sandwiches and wraps and bagels and all of this cool food that as a child growing up in the middle of nowhere in the countryside I didn't have access to. I had the most terrible digestive system. I was always uncomfortable and in pain, and I was always exhausted. I mean, I wasn't a vibrant young 20-year-old girl, and it was only when someone suggested that I might consider looking at the food that I was eating. And I went to see a nutritional therapist. I did it very slowly because I'm not the kind of person that can just go cold turkey and give everything up. But I tried gradually, and it was just overwhelming how quickly I started to feel different. For me, when you've come from one place where you just feel rubbish all the time and you get access to feeling well, it's just not an option to go back there, and so that was the start of my journey. Boy George is always in his kitchen, always creating fabulous food. He's a real foodie, and I'm always just as inspired by his recipes as he is by mine. He often shares with me recipes that he really enjoys, and this was one of them. I think I love it because lots of people are making smoothies and that's become quite trendy, but you can just as easily make a raw soup. And when I tried this, I was just blown away by how delicious it is and how easy it is to make. And of course, I'm always trying to help people to find easy, simple recipes that they can make to get more nourishing vegetables into their diets. This is a baked pepper with an egg inside, and there's some kale and spinach and some harissa spices. And it's so easy, you just put it all in the oven and bake it. It's one of my most favourite dishes that you can have any time of day. When I used to eat dairy, I used to do baked peppers stuffed with feta cheese and a little bit of spice, which is just delicious. The feta cheese goes all melty. When I meet with clients, first off, they usually have this web of confusion with all of the different rules, and they've lost their love of food, and they've been quite deflated by, you know, what being healthy means to them because they've listened to what someone else has done. So I always start off with letting someone know that they're unique and that what works for other people might not be the right solution for them. I do not believe that there's a one diet fits all approach. I think it's much better to nail one issue, like maybe it's cutting out sugar in their caffeine, or cutting down on their caffeine, or reducing their alcohol so they're having a few alcohol-free nights a week, or reducing the amount of bread in their diet. Just doing it slowly so that it becomes a realistic lifestyle change as opposed to something that they do short term.